I need you calm. Okay, no matter what happens, you gotta stay calm.
I told you I don't know these movies. I don't ask me about something I do know. Ask me about It Follows. Ask me about Hereditary. Ask me about The Witch.
Hey everybody, how's it going? John Maher here, self-proclaimed friendly gatekeeper of the horror community online. Here on, again, Why We Love Horror Trivia 2.0, another doubleheader of singles action this evening. Going to bring you two singles matches. We'll be returning to teams matches soon enough. We did just crown our champions. We're giving them a break before we come back. There's only a little amount of teams, and I want to overwork everybody. But that singles roster is huge, so we want to get these guys matches. So today, we're near the top of the rankings. Two gentlemen we know very well, Mr. Hunter the Hitman Chambless, Jordan Danger Huffman, going at it today near the top. I'm going to bring in Hunter first. He has to be brought in first, so he might have some words for his opponent. Hunter, do you have any words for your opponent? You were definitely eager to come on first.
Not really any harsh words towards Jordan because I have played him before. He's a really cool guy. But the last time you guys saw me in singles, I missed out on the championship match by this much. So I'm looking to come back for revenge. Hopefully I get a win here tonight and continue to move up in the rankings. So let's see what happens.
I think a win here today would rebound you right back into the title picture. So I know you're hungry, but the man who's standing in your way, also no slouch. He definitely has a winning record as well. Mr. Jordan Danger Huffman, sir, how are you this evening?
I'm doing great. Screw you, Hunter.
That's what we like.
No, Hunter's a good guy. Yeah. We've got some history. All good, and always looking to have some fun, and I'm sure he is too. So it's gonna be a blast.
All right. Well, last time Jordan was here, Hunter's in the new format, but the last time Jordan was here, it was that mean old, nasty, deep cut trivia. And now we are playing kinder, gentler. 3 rounds of horror trivia still. Round 1 works a little something like this. Still a speed round. I'm going to have these guys with a whiteboard. They're going to number that whiteboard 1 through 8. They've both given me 4 categories. I've written them 8 questions. I'll ask a question. 10 seconds will pass. I'll ask another question until I've asked all 8 questions. If they get all 8 of those questions correct, there's a 9th bonus question. Also, throughout the course of the match, there are 3 repeats in a challenge you can use. In round 1, don't use the repeat until the end. If you want extra time, just ask for a repeat. I'll give you 20 seconds, and I'll repeat as many questions as you want. 20 seconds tacked on the end after that. Any questions?
Nope.
All right, then we'll start with our first question, which in any match involving Hunter, it's no surprise, comes in the Scream franchise. What does Ghostface successfully stab Gale with in Scream 6? Your second question is going to come in the Halloween franchise. What are Cameron and Allison's Halloween costumes in 2018's Halloween? Your third question, another popular category this year, it's Jordan Peele. How does Umbre die in Us? Your fourth question is in horror comedies. Who plays the titular role in Serial Mom? Your fifth question is just for the year of 2022, and it's simply who directed Bones and All? Your sixth question is in the category of vampire movies. In Near Dark, Jesse, the leader of the vampires, claims he's a veteran of what war? Making its debut in Why We Love Horror Trivia's horror taglines, which Nightmare on Elm Street movie had a Jaws spoofing tagline that read, "Just when you thought it was safe to go back to bed"? So either the tagline or which number movie is fine. I mean, either the subtitle or the number is fine. And your final question is in the category of the 1990s. If you exclude the one non-horror film he directed, how many films did Wes Craven direct in the 1990s? And we're going to run out of time in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Hunter. What are your answers, Hunter?
All right, so I said A Knife, Bonnie and Clyde, Run Over, Didn't Get 4 or 5, World War II, 4, and 2.
And Jordan.
All right, I said A Shard of Glass, Bonnie and Clyde, Strangulation, just a guess. Sybil Shepherd, I Didn't Get 5, American Civil War, 6 and 4.
Sybil Shepherd's a great guess. But after round one, I have Jordan in the lead, 3-2. The answers, Gail is stabbed with a piece of glass in Scream 6. Bonnie and Clyde are their costumes in Halloween. Umbre is thrown from a car and impaled on a tree branch. So impaled on a tree branch is how she dies in Us. Kathleen Turner is Serial Mom. Luca Guadagnino directed Bones and All. The American Civil War is what Jesse fought for the South, he says. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, that is the tagline for Just When We Thought It was Safe to Go Back to Bed. And Wes Craven directed 5 horror films in the 90s, that being the first 2 Screams, People Under the Stairs, Vampire in Brooklyn, and one that is slipping my... And what?
Wishmaster?
No, he didn't direct Wishmaster. I'm have to look up. There's definitely 5.
I thought he did. Oh.
Yeah, but let me see. I mean, let me consult the play.
I got it wrong either way.
Yeah. Because I had it all prepped and ready to go. Oh, New Nightmare. How can I leave out New Nightmare? Yes,
New Nightmare.
New Nightmare.
That's
2 Scream movies. Vampire in Brooklyn and The People Under the Stairs all came out in the 90s.
Oh.
With that being said, we're going to go on to the second round, which is the wheel round. All 8 of those categories we talked about, they're on a wheel now. Jordan's in the lead. He can have the opportunity to spin first or defer to Hunter. They're going to spin the wheel. If they don't like what they get, they can spin it the second time. They're stuck with it if they do that. Whatever they land on, they're going to have 5 categories, 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. If they don't like that, they can check down the multiple choice for 1 point apiece. However, steals are available if you get the question wrong at any point in time for the value amount of the question at present. Let's look at the wheel before we decide if he's going to spin first or second. Categories on the wheel right now, just to cap: Scream, Halloween, Jordan Peele, horror comedies, the year of 2022, vampire movies, horror taglines, and the 1990s. Jordan, do you want to spin first or defer?
Always defer.
We are going to defer. So, Hunter, this is your first spin. And you get horror comedies. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Spin again.
All right, the category you must take then. Uh-oh, it's Scream. All right.
Okay.
So we'll put that wheel backstage, save it for Jordan's turn. You ready for your questions in the Scream franchise?
I am.
You normally are. So let's start with
I'm just going to kick back and relax.
Start with the first question, which is, which band's song Is This the End? Plays over the end credits of Scream 3.
Scream 3?
Yes.
Creed.
For 2 points.
And in the beginning.
Yep, and...
Oh, he froze.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Ain't your fault. Your second question, which I enjoyed writing. Throughout all 6 films, how many times is Gail punched in the face by another character while doing news coverage?
Okay.
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
That's your first repeat. Throughout all 6 films, how many times is Gail hit in the face by another character while doing news coverage? Five, 4.
3.
3 is correct. I think twice by Sydney and once by Tara.
Well, yeah. So I had Tara and Sam as one, and then Sid in the original one, but I still came with the same answer.
Yeah, Sam misses. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Sydney hits her twice, and throughout the course of the film, and then Tara definitely gets her too.
Yeah.
Your third question. Who plays Tyson in Scream 3?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Omar Sy, B, Ryan Toby, C, Sirach Lofton, or D, Dion Richmond?
D.
That is correct for a point.
Good one.
Question number 4. What California town does Sam live in at the beginning of 2022's Scream?
Modesto.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question, what play is Sydney starring in Scream 2?
Oh, I always forget the name. Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Eumenides, B, the Libation Bearers, C, Oedipus Rex, or D, Agamemnon?
D.
That is correct. Getting your score up to 10 points. Jordan still hanging out at 3. He did well to rest during that round. We're going to bring that wheel back. And here is your first spin. And you get the year of our Lord 2022. Do you want to take that or spin again?
No, I'd like to spin again.
All right. And you get a free respin.
Okay.
And you get Halloween.
Okay.
All right. Let's remove that one permanently. All right. Ready for your
We
question?
each got our franchise favorites.
Yeah, but I didn't study. So let's see how well this goes.
All right. You ready for your questions in the Halloween franchise?
Yeah.
All right. Your first question. Not including archival footage or CGI or voice work. I need to know, in how many films does Donald Pleasance physically appear as Sam Loomis?
It said not including archival footage.
Correct.
So
5.
5.
Didn't mean to give you a hint, but 5 is correct.
Yep. The first 5.
Well, no,
No,
not
you
3.
skip part 3. He's not in part 3.
But he's in
Oh,
Curse
yeah,
with Michael Myers.
yeah.
Your second question. Speaking of that movie, how does the man who kills Harry kill himself in Halloween 3, Season of the Witch?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, jumps off a building, B, shoots himself, C, burns himself, or D, takes a poison pill?
Burns himself.
That is correct.
Yep. Good job.
Your third question.
It's a guess.
What Saturday Night Live alumni has a small role as Barry McNichol in Halloween 2?
Dana Carvey.
That is correct. The second your arm shot up in the air, I was like, this guy knows.
That's a great question.
Your fourth question. What member of Oscar's family sees his body at the hospital in Halloween Kills?
His mother.
That is correct. We got a tie game right now going into the last question.
Woo!
What is the nickname of the owner of the Rabbit and Red strip club in the Rob Zombie Halloween movies?
Oh, that's a good one. I need a multiple choice.
All right, is it A, Big Jim, B, Big Ted, C, Big Al, or D, Big Lou?
I got to go with my gut and say Big Jim.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal, Hunter. Is it A, Big Jim, B, Big Ted, C, Big Al, or D, Big Lou?
Big Al.
Also incorrect. We are tied going into round 3. The answer is Big Lou. Big Lou.
That would have been my last guess.
Big Lou Martini, I believe.
I would have said Ted next. Okay.
All right, so we are going to go into round 3. Round 3, the beloved Austin Pez Howell Memorial Synopsis round. These guys both chose 2 major categories of horror that I'm going to read movie synopses from. So they'll spin the wheel. They'll get a 2, a 3, and a 5-point question in ascending difficulty across those categories. We are tied going into the final round. So Hunter will choose first, being the higher-ranked competitor. The round will end when I've asked 6 questions, or somebody's mathematically eliminated. If we wind up having a tie, I'll talk about that when the time comes. Hunter, you have the option to now spin first to get your categories first, or spin second to get your categories second. Categories on this wheel: the 1980s, the 2020s, literary adaptations, psychological thrillers, and sci-fi horror. Do you want to get your categories first or let Jordan get his first?
First.
You're going to go first. Okay, here's your 2-pointer. 2-pointers in the 80s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Let's keep it.
Okay. You still got one respin going for your 3-pointer. The 2020s. Do you want to keep that?
Let's keep it.
And your 5-pointer, with one respin remaining, is the 80s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Spin again.
All right. Here's what you must have for your 5-pointer then. 5-pointer is going to be psychological thrillers.
Okay.
Jordan, your 2-pointer. Psychological thrillers. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep that one.
Your 3-pointer. Science fiction horror. Do you want to keep that?
I'll keep that one.
And your 5-pointer with one respin remaining. Sci-fi horror. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Respin.
All right. The 5-pointer you must take will be in the category of sci-fi horror. All right. We can eliminate that wheel now. Hunter, since you are the hiring competitor and is tied, you do have the choice. Do you want to be asked a question first or may I ask Jordan first?
Ask Jordan first.
No problem. All right, Jordan, your 2-pointer in psychological thrillers. Are you ready?
Yep.
For 2 points, a couple tries to spice up their marriage in a remote lake house. After the husband dies unexpectedly, the wife is left handcuffed to their bed frame and must fight to survive and break free. Name that movie.
I know the movie. Oh, man.
Five, 4, 3.
Is it Bound?
That's incorrect. Looking for the Stephen King adaptation, Gerald's Game.
Gerald's
That's
Game.
Gerald's Game.
No.
Bound is the movie with Joe Pantoliano and Gina
It's
Gershon.
Cara Giugino, however you pronounce
Carla
it. Right?
Gugino, yes.
Yeah, Cara.
So we will go over to Hunter since he has more questions left for his 2-pointer in the 1980s. Are you ready, Hunter?
Yep.
For 2 points, they influence our decisions without us knowing it. They numb our senses without us feeling it. They control our lives without us realizing it. Name that movie.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Also incorrect. That is the synopsis for They Live. They Live.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
All right, so we're tied. So we're going to go back over to Jordan for his 3-pointer in science fiction horror. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're for 3 points. A mysterious young woman seduces lonely men in the evening hours in Scotland. However, events lead her to begin a process of self-discovery. Name that movie. Five.
I know it, but I can't think of it, so I'm just going to say Species, but I know it's not right.
Also incorrect. We're looking for Under the Skin. Under the Skin.
That's the Scarlett Johansson. Yeah.
Yep.
I just couldn't pull the title. I'm like,
Gonna go back over to Hunter for his 3-pointer in the 2020s. You ready, Hunter?
Yes.
Okay. A young couple tries to reunite amid a city ravaged by a plague that turns its victims into deranged, bloodthirsty sadists. Name that movie.
Repeat the question.
That is your second repeat. A young couple tries to reunite amid a city ravaged by a plague that turns its victims into deranged, bloodthirsty sadists. Name that movie.
Bones and all?
That is incorrect. Looking for The Sadness. The Sadness. 2021 The Sadness. All right. You're still tied. Jordan, we're going to do your 5-pointer in science fiction horror. You ready?
yeah, high five, Hunter.
For 5 points.
All right.
In a small town in Arizona, a mysterious man spirit descends from the sky and manifests in a sports car and targets a local violent road racing gang of motorheads headed by a ruthless bully who'll do anything to get what he wants. Name that movie. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat, please.
That is your first repeat. For 5 points, in a small town in Arizona, a mysterious man spirit descends from the sky and manifests in a sports car and targets a local violent road racing gang of motorheads, headed by a ruthless bully who'll do anything to get what he wants. Name that movie.
This movie sounds interesting.
It sounds like something I've never seen.
Wait,
So
did I tell you who's in it?
I'm
Or-
going to say Hit and Run.
As incorrect. This is the Charlie Sheen early 80s movie, The Wraith. The Wraith.
Never heard of it.
Classic.
It's a classic. Check it out.
The classic.
All right, Hunter. So we're going to go to your 5-pointer in
All right,
psychological thrillers.
Good luck, Hunter.
Oh, thank you, man.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Soon after a stranger arrives in a little village, a mysterious sickness starts spreading. A policeman, drawn into the incident, is forced to solve the mystery in order to save his daughter. Name that movie.
Repeat the question.
That is your final repeat. Soon after a stranger arrives in a little village, a mysterious sickness starts spreading. A policeman, drawn into the incident, is forced to solve the mystery in order to save his daughter. Name that movie.
We're going to go into sudden death with this one. I'm going to say Maggie.
That is incorrect. This is The Wailing. The Wailing. All right.
Okay.
So here is how sudden death works. We're going to grab those whiteboards. We're going to continue to do movie synopses. The first person to get one while their opponent misses wins the game. All right.
Any specific category or just whatever?
I won't read the category. I'm just going to go through them. I'm going to go through the 2s and the 3s and the 5s until somebody hits one.
All right, Jordan, man. Good luck.
Yeah, you too, man. Down to the wire here.
Yep.
Your first synopsis. Here we go. The residents of a lonely gulch in inland California bear witness to an uncanny and chilling discovery.
You say a lonely gulch?
Yes, I did.
Can you repeat?
I can use it. You do have repeats left. The residents of a lonely gulch in inland California bear witness to an uncanny and chilling discovery. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Hunter
I said Cloverfield.
and Jordan.
I don't even think I got the right state. I said Trimmers.
No, without the category, it makes it really hard. That's actually the plot synopsis for Nope.
Oh my God.
All right. Here is your next one. When Cecilia's abusive ex takes his own life and leaves her his fortune, she suspects his death was a hoax. As a series of coincidences turn lethal, Cecilia works to prove that she is being haunted by somebody that nobody else can see.
Not going to lie. I had it once Cecilia came up.
Yeah, I know. You went right on that. It took me a couple more words.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Jordan this time.
The Invisible Man.
And Hunter.
The Invisible Man. I love
Yep.
this movie.
That is correct. Your next one.
Funny.
A journalist must investigate a mysterious videotape, which seems to cause the death of anyone 1 week to the day after they view it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hunter, you better have it.
The Ring.
And Jordan, you better have it.
The Ring with Little Samara.
The Ring is correct. I would have accepted Ringu as well, but The Ring is fine.
Okay. That's what I was worried about. I was like, which one are you talking about
Yeah.
here?
That is the plot to The Ring. Ringu is slightly different, but the fact that this is sudden death, I would have accepted Ringu. All right. Next one. A race of space vampires arrives in London and infects the populace. beginning an apocalyptic descent into chaos. Name that movie.
Oh no, Hunter might have this one.
I'm not vampire movies.
I'm gonna need another repeat. I think it's my
All right.
last one.
That is the last one. A race of space vampires arrives in London and infects the populace, beginning an apocalyptic descent into chaos.
When in doubt, go with your first gut instinct. So
I can't because it's not right.
4, 3, 2.
I'm just gonna leave my blank on this one and hope that you're
Jordan,
wrong.
you're blank. All right, Hunter, what do you got?
30 Days of Night.
No, that takes place in Alaska.
That's Alaska.
This is Life Force, 1980s. I think 84 is Life Force.
Never
I don't
seen
know that one.
All right, moving on to our next one. On Halloween in 1968, Stella and her 2 friends meet a mysterious drifter named Ramon and uncover a sinister notebook of stories. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hunter?
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
And Jordan?
Nothing.
And
Wow,
your winner, the Hitman, Hunter Chambless. That is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. The literary adaptation is 3-pointer, as a matter of fact. With that being said, we're going to drop Jordan back temporarily. We'll drop Hunter back temporarily. Talk to Jordan. I think we've only had 2 other matches go to sudden death, and Hunter was in one of them. So he's the sudden death master, I guess, in this league. How you feeling?
That he is. Oh, I mean, I feel okay. Couple of the ones in there I'd never really heard of, but I don't mind losing in sudden death. It is what it is. He's really good. I think my record is now 2-2, so batting 500. That's all right.
Well, for him to get screaming round 2 and you to keep it in a tie going into round 3 is probably, I would think most people in this league would say that's impressive. Because you knew he was going to run that category.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he missed a piece of glass.
He did miss that. Yes. That's a very, I rewatched that scene before I wrote that question just to make sure that because I know Hunter would challenge if I was wrong. So I had to make sure I was right. With that being said, yeah, you are around 500, I do believe. Is there anybody that you haven't played yet that you're looking to play still?
Nobody in particular. My same response as always in any league is I think it's always fair to just play somebody with a similar record as you. So for my next match, whenever it comes around, I just like to get somebody that's also batting 500 or similar, and that's it.
We can make it happen.
Doesn't really matter to me who it is.
But we will be we'll be coming around fast. We're doing more matches now. So also, if you want to join up in teams and get yourself a partner, go ahead and do that too. We're happy to have you back in both parts of the league.
Tell you what, if anybody wants to reach out, let me know. I'm down.
I'll let them know. All right, I'm going to drop you back and bring in today's winner, the Hitman, Hunter Chambless. Hunter, that's your second match. The third sudden death match, I don't think you were involved in, but you definitely had another match go to sudden death.
Yep, there was at least 2.
So why do you do this to yourself?
I don't know why I do this to myself. I have to get better in round 1. That's just my answer to everything after this. Round 1 questions were great. The speed round kind of messed with me a little bit, but going into round 2 when I got Scream, I knew even with multiple choice, I would be able to get the answer right. Like the Tyson question, I've heard the name before. I couldn't come up with the actor's name, but going into sudden death, man, it was super fun. Jordan played a fantastic game, going through, the Halloween franchise the way he did. I'm not sure what my record is. I know I only have 1 loss. Hopefully that puts me up in the rankings there.
I believe you're 4-1. So I'll let you know what's next for you. By virtue of winning this match, I'm just putting you in a number 1 contenders match. I don't know how many people are going to be in that match, but it will be more than 2. It's going to be a multiple person, and whoever wins that match will be the next person in line.
Hell
for
yeah.
any title match. All right. So with that being said, I am going to see you soon. I guarantee I'll see you soon. And hey, we're going to see you on more shows on this channel this week as well. They already saw you on Monday. We're seeing you on Friday. So we'll see you again soon, Hunter.
All right, guys. See you.
Right. That was only the first. The show's only half done. Stay tuned. There is more horror action coming up after this. Bill Cariola taking on Chad Webb. Enjoy the intermission.
Hello, and thank you for your business. Why not stop by our refreshment stand? We have all kinds of special treats, but don't take my word for it. Take it away, fellas!
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a time. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Popcorn for all, hell's on its way. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
2 minutes till showtime. There's still plenty of time to visit the refreshment stand.
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
Welcome back from intermission for part 2 of the program. I promised you another singles match. I told you who was playing in it. Today, in the second half of the program, we got Philadelphia, Bill Cariola playing against Chadwick. I believe it's still Danger Webb, and we'll bring them in one at a time. I believe the lower ranked competitor currently is Mr. Chad Webb. Even though you are the Just the Clips champion, and that holds a special place in my heart, I do believe your luck in singles has been slightly less than Bill. So we're going to talk to you first. How you feeling tonight, Chad?
Feeling good. Yeah, I've gone by Danger. I've gone by Ripper. Whatever, it works is fine. Yeah, I don't know. I like playing horror trivia. I like Bill. I played him in another match yesterday, and I've debated him. So yeah, we've seen each other a few times. I studied a little bit, but it's like one of those things where there's a lot on the wheel for round 2. So I was like, I'll study these things and we'll see. We'll see what I spend.
That's why we've made round 2 a kinder, gentler round 2. We're trying to bring the kids into we don't want to scare people. So we've made the questions a little easier for the people at home to play along. Anything particular you're hoping to get today?
Like a category?
Yeah.
I guess I won't reveal that just in case.
Sounds good. Play it smart. Okay, well, let's bring in your opponent. Another man who's no stranger to this channel. Mr. Bill Cariola. Bill, how are you doing today?
I would like to be known that the only reason why I have a slightly better record is because one of my losses doesn't count. So it's fine. I'm doing all right.
Bill is the hot alternate, the man you can always call upon. He will rescue you.
I'm number 16 in everybody's speed dial. So
yes, exactly.
So it should be fun. I do enjoy horror. I am not as well versed in it as most people, but I enjoy my stuff. Is it good horror? No. Did I watch Creepazoids on purpose? Yes, I did. So, yeah.
Well, that being said, I think both you guys are pretty well-rounded. You're definitely the kind of competitors we want in this league. So let's get right to it. I'm going to talk a little bit about how we play this game. 3 rounds of horror trivia, fun for all ages. Round 1 is our speed round. Chad picked 4 categories. Bill picked 4 categories. Put those together, I wrote 8 questions. We're going to ask them in a semi-rapid fire format. I'll ask a question, 10 seconds will pass. I'll ask another question. I'll keep doing that till I've asked all 8 questions. In the event someone gets all 8 questions right, and it has happened before, there is a 9th bonus question. Repeats, you get 3 and a challenge throughout the course of the match. In round 1, if you want to use a repeat, you just wait till the end and say you want to repeat. I'll repeat as many questions as you need me to repeat, and then I'll give you 28 seconds at the end, 20 seconds at the end to finish your boards, and then pens will be down at that point in time. Any questions before we get started?
Nope.
All right. Your first question is going to come in the category of 1980s John Carpenter movies, and it is simply, who plays Detective Junkins in Christine? Your second question comes in Jordan Peele in Us. What song does Ophelia play as a misinterpretation of Kitty's call for help? Just the title. I don't need the artist. Your third question is in Robert Englund's Nightmare on Elm Street only. In Dream Warriors, when the kids are all demonstrating their dream powers, who's the only character whose outfit changes? Love that question. Your fourth question comes in the Evil Dead franchise. In Evil Dead 2013, what does Eric have to cut through first to even open the Necronomicon, since it's wrapped in it? Moving on to the 1990s, who directed Interview with the Vampire? Donald Pleasance Halloween movies only. In how many Halloween films do Donald Pleasance and Charles Cyphers both appear? Horror comedies. In what type of location does the majority of Feast take place? And your last question is in the 2010s. Elijah Wood plays the titular character in what 2012 remake? And your time will run out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We'll go to Chad first.
Okay, so for number 1, I said Kiefer Sutherland. Number 2, I said Fuck the Police. Number 3, I said the Nerd Wheelchair Kid. I couldn't remember the name. Number 4, I said Skin. 5, I said Brian De Palma. 6, I said 2. 7, I said Kitchen. And then 8, I said Maniac.
And Bill.
All right. Well, Harry Dean Stanton was in Christine. Taryn is the one who changed her clothes. I randomly guessed Skin. I guess 2 for the Halloween question, and I guess Restaurant for the Feast question. I didn't know anything else.
We are tied at 3. Here are the answers. Harry Dean Stanton does play Detective Junkins. Fuck the Police is what Ophelia plays when she says call the police. Taryn is the only one who changes her clothes. Will just stands up out of his wheelchair. He doesn't change his clothes. The Necronomicon's wrapped in barbed wire. It's the first thing he cuts through is barbed wire.
Okay.
Then he's got a plastic bag, then Skin. Neil Jordan directed Interview with the Vampire. Charles Cyphers and Donald Pleasance both appear in just Halloween 1 and 2. They're in together. Feast takes place in a bar, and Elijah Wood is the titular character in Maniac. That is correct. All right. So we are tied after one round. Round 2 is the wheel round. All 8 of those categories we just talked about, they're on a wheel now, including spinner's choice and opponent's choice for a total of 10 slices. Bill, since he is the higher end competitor, will have the choice of whether he wants to spin first or defer to Chad. You do get 1 respin if you don't like your first spin. Whatever it lands on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. If you don't know the answer right away, you can check down to multiple choice. Then the questions are worth 1 point apiece. If you do get it wrong at any stage of the game, though, the question is stealable for the current point value. Bill, before you decide if you want to defer or not, categories in the wheel: 1980s John Carpenter, Jordan Peele, Robert Englund Nightmare on Elm Street movies, Evil Dead, 1990s, Donald Pleasance Halloween movies, horror comedies, and the 2010s. Do you want to spin first or defer?
I think I will go second this time.
Okay, Chad, here's your first spin. And you get spinner's choice.
Come on.
Do you need to know the categories again?
Yeah. Let me look those over real quick.
80s Carpenter, Jordan Peele, Robert Englund Nightmare on Elm Street, Evil Dead, 1990s, Donald Pleasance Halloween movies, horror comedies, and the 2010s.
Let me do Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, a very popular category in Why We Love Horror Trivia. So let's go to these Jordan Peele questions. Your first question. In Nope, a reporter from what media outlet shows up near the end of the movie to try and document what's going on?
I believe that is TMZ.
He is a TMZ guy on a motor scooter. That is correct. Your second question. What specific type of beverage do Kat's parents manufacture in Wendell and Wild?
Root beer.
That is correct as well. Your third question. Who plays Georgina in Get Out?
Ooh. Georgina.
5.
Go ahead and give me multiple choice on that.
All right. Is it A, Tiana Paris, B, Betty Gabriel, C, Cleopatra Coleman, or D, Grace Byers? Five, 4, 3.
I'll go with B.
B is correct. It is Betty Gabriel. Your fourth question. Including the girl hiding in the bathroom stall, how many people total are in the school bathroom before and during the massacre in 2021's Candyman? Five.
Give me a repeat of the question, please.
Your first repeat. Including the girl hiding in the bathroom stall, how many people total are in the school bathroom before and during the massacre in 2021's Candyman?
I mean, can I ask a clarifying question? Does Candyman count?
He's not a person.
Okay.
5.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess 5.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal, Bill. Including the girl hiding in the stall, how many people total are in the school bathroom before and during the massacre in 2021's Candyman?
No idea. All right, let's price this right. I'll go 4.
Also incorrect. It's 6.
I went the wrong way.
There's 5 friends. There's 5 friends. One of them leaves and doesn't go through with it, and then the girl hiding in the bathroom stall.
I almost said that.
Yeah, Chad, if it was just during the massacre, Chad's right, but the one girl's there beforehand, so that's 6.
Fair.
Your final question: what does Jason use as a doorstop to prevent himself from getting locked in the closet in Us?
Do you need like
General
specific general?
5.
I'll say a toy vehicle.
That is almost what I have. That's correct. Toy car. It's an ambulance to be specific, but toy car is fine.
I thought it might be ambulance, but I didn't want to go that specific.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we're not doing deep cuts. I didn't know exactly what it is. After your spin, that puts you in the lead 10 to Bill's 3. We're gonna bring the wheel back.
Here comes
Bill.
opponents. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be hilarious.
That would be wild.
Oh, I don't. That's my luck. I'm telling you right.
I wouldn't even know what to give you, to be honest. So
Lands on Donald Pleasant's Halloween movies. Do you want that, or you want to spin again?
I have not rewatched these in quite some time. You know what? I'll go again.
All right, your second spin, which you must take. You get the 1990s.
That's slightly better. All right.
All right,
I was alive. All right.
let's remove that totally. There we go. Your question's in the 1990s. Are you ready?
Sure.
Your first question. In Cube, what item does Ren use to trigger traps in the rooms before he enters them?
His shoe.
I have boot, but that's close enough. That is correct. Your second question. What does Helen's husband, Trevor, do for a living in 1992's Candyman?
Is it professor?
He is a college professor. That's correct. Your third question. Who plays Detective Hayden in Brain Scan?
I haven't seen this movie in 30 years. Multiple.
All right. Is it A, Frank Langella, B, Terrence Stamp, C, Brian Dennehy, or D, Mark Margolis? Five.
You get those options again?
You can get those options again. A, Frank Langella, B, Terrence Stamp, C, Brian Dennehy, or D, Mark Margolis?
I do not remember at all. I like Brian Dennehy. Why not?
I like Brian Dennehy too, but he's not the right answer.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Chad, those choices again. A, Frank Langella, B, Terrence Stamp, C, Brian Dennehy, or D, Mark Margolis?
I'll go with B.
B is also correct. Looking for A, Frank Langella, Skeletor himself is
Okay.
Detective Hayden. But Brian Dennehy, character actors. Who cares if we're fat? All right.
Fat nozzle.
Yes. Your fourth question. What is the profession of Jason's half sister, Diana Kimball, in Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday?
I hate this goddamn movie so much. And it keeps coming back.
4, 3.
I'm going to take a multiple on that one.
All right. Is she A, a secretary, B, a waitress, C, a nurse, or D, a police dispatcher?
Well, I thought it in my head, so I'm going to say waitress.
Half the characters in that movie are waitresses. So
God damn it. Should have trusted myself.
And your final question. Who plays the school principal in The Faculty?
It's another movie I hate. Hold on. There's a million people in this film, too. Which one was the principal?
5, 4, 3.
I'm going to take the multiple on that one.
All right. Is it A, Salma Hayek, B, B.B. Newirth, C, Piper Laurie, or D, Famke Janssen?
B.B. Newirth.
B.B. Newirth. Choice B, B.B. is the right answer. All right. With that being said, Bill, you got your score up to 9. Chad is in the lead with 1 point at 10. But we are going on to round number 3, which we lovingly call the Austin Pez Howell Memorial Synopses round. In this round, there is 5 different large categories of horror movies. They're on there twice for a total of 10 slices. Bill picked 2, Chad picked 2. I picked the 5th one just to be a dick. They'll spin the wheel 3 times a piece to get a 2-point, a 3-point, and a 5-point question. They get 1 respin throughout those 3 spins. If they do happen to get a category they don't like, play continues until I've asked all 6 questions or one person's mathematically eliminated. All right. Chad, you get the choice again. Do you want to spin your categories first, or would you like Bill to spin his categories first?
That's a good question.
And I'll give you the categories, by the way. I should do that. You got the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, monsters and other beasts, and slashers.
Let me go ahead and spin first.
Okay, your 2-pointer. Monsters and other beasts. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
Okay. Your 3-pointer. The 2000s.
I'll keep it.
And your 5-pointer. Monsters and other beasts.
Let me do a respin.
All right. The 5-pointer that you will take then is the 1990s.
Okay.
Bill, your 2-pointer is in the 2000s. Do you want to keep that?
Yeah, right.
Your 3-pointer is slashers. Do you want to keep that?
Yeah.
Damn. And your 5-pointer, and you do have one respin if you need it, is in the 2000s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Why not? I'll try to spin again.
All right. 5-pointer that you must take is in
It's going to be bad.
the 2000s.
Well, there you go.
The other 2000s.
Great.
All right, we can drop that wheel back. Bill, we're going to start with you with your 2-pointer in the 2000s. Are you ready?
Sure.
And here it is. 2 separate sets of voluptuous women are stalked at different times by a scarred stuntman who uses his modified cars to execute his murderous plans. Name that movie.
Oh, Death Proof.
That is Death Proof. They're all voluptuous women, apparently. I didn't realize that. All right, Chad, your 2-pointer in Monsters and Other Beasts. Are you ready?
Yes.
A caving expedition goes horribly wrong as the explorers become trapped and ultimately pursued by a strange breed of predators. Name that movie.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess The Descent.
That is The Descent.
Okay.
Bill, we're back over to you for your 3-pointer in slashers. Are you ready?
Sure.
3 young people on a road trip from Colorado to New Jersey talk to a trucker on their CB radio, then must escape when he turns out to be a psychopathic killer. Name that movie.
Wrong Turn?
That is incorrect. Looking for Joyride.
Oh, I always confuse. That was
Walker.
a fucking movie.
Well, Bill, you have to answer your 5-pointer in 2000s to kick it back over to Chad. Are you ready?
Yeah, it's not going to happen, but all right, let's do it.
This is probably the shortest synopsis I've ever read. But here it is.
That's not going to bode well. All right.
Your 5-pointer in the 2000s.
Uh-huh.
A grave robber reflects on his life of crime. Name that movie.
Well, I know it's not Cemetery Man because that was in the 90s. So, Grave Robber.
5, 4, 3.
I'll take that repeat.
That's your first repeat, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A grave robber reflects on his life of crime. Name that movie.
I have no idea. I'm not going to drag this out. Good game, Chad. What's a funny title? Grave Consequences. Let's go with that.
That would be an awesome title for it. That is I Sell the Dead with Dominic
no
Monaghan
idea what that
and
is.
Larry Fessenden. That being said, I will drop Chad back and talk to him again for Bill for a little bit. Bill, yeah, I just came down to that 5-point. I would recommend watching I Sell the Dead. I think you would personally like it a lot. It's actually
Probably. I don't know. So, yeah.
I think it's one of Angus Scrimm's final roles, too.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I definitely will because I love that man. So, so it's funny. He mentioned it. Me and Chad played each other yesterday, and I even said afterwards, I'm like, "You're gonna get the next one because I know you're better at horror than," and he is, and he proved it. So, got his strength, did well. I got a pretty broad general category that I picked. I did all right, and it just came down to 2 movies I've never seen. So, I've never seen Joyride or Wrong Turn. I was a lucky guess.
I think
so.
you'd like Joyride too. Ted Levine is the bad guy, and it's mostly just his voice. So he's got that.
We're
yeah.
extremely big front person.
Hell yeah, that is exact. That's the whole movie. That's the whole movie.
I probably would like that. Yeah. So I don't know. But no. If anyone deserves a win, it's definitely Chad, the absolute nicest guy in all the fan leagues. Joy to be around. So hats off to him. He's just better at this than I am. So yeah, I'm not upset. So it was close. I kept it pretty close. So
I think
was it a 1 point difference?
Tied at around 1. He got spinners. And you kept it within 1 after round 2. So that's respectable. I think.
Yeah, I am not complaining about this at all. So yeah.
All right, but I mean, we're going to see you soon, and I'm going to see you probably sooner than we see you. So I will be talking to you, and everybody will be seeing you pretty soon. We'll drop you back. See you, Bill. Bringing today's winner, Mr. Chad Webb. Chad, you did it. You're on a winning streak now. Easily, we can call it a streak. As just the Clips champion, winning in singles. How you feeling?
Well, the first thing I'll say is candy cane. But second of all, no, I played Bill in debate. I played him in like geek trivia yesterday, and he won both of those things. So I finally got one on him. But yeah, he had some very kind words to say. I like Bill as well. I like playing him. Every time I do, it's fun. It got heated in debate, but that's kind of always the thing.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that is what it's all about. But no, but when we're just answering questions, it's pretty chill. Yeah, no, it was a tight match the whole way. So, that's always great to see. I was nervous right up until Bill got to the 5. And then I was like, 5s in this league tend to stray pretty tough, but it's a 5. So, if you're studying those things, you might be able to grab it. But, generally I'm just like, please don't let me get to a 5. Luckily, it happened. I almost nailed the entire Jordan Peele, except for checking down the multiple choice once and then missing the Candyman question. But, when it's a number and you're trying to think of like people in a room, it's hard to pull out the exact number, but I was close. And I thought about going 6. We were tied in the round 1, which is like amazing. It shows just how evenly matched we actually were. If he would have like spun, I guess like one of his big strengths or something, maybe he would have creamed me. I don't know. But, you go to the 5 and you miss it. It happens. It's happened to me plenty of times. So,
right. Well, Chad, we'll see you back soon. You're on your way up. I think we'll have your wife here next month. I know she has to be scheduled early in February, so we'll probably be seeing her then. But until then, we're going to see you. So send you back, close this thing out. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for hanging out with us for about an hour here at Why We Love Horror Trivia. I'd appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, comment, share, join the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Check me out on TikTok at WWL Horror. Also WWLHorror@gmail.com for general inquiries. On Monday, John Versus is coming back. Myself and Eric Ibarra Moreno will be talking about the second Jack and Jill movie, Jack and Jill, The Hills of Hell. And then next Thursday on Why We Love Horror, myself, Abby, and Aaron, we're talking about Founders Day, which it's coming to that great little theater right down the road from my house. So, and then next week, another Friday, 2 more matches for you. So we'll see you next time on Why We Love Horror Trivia.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!